This is 6th grade language. We are ready for lesson 161, page 251 in your songbooks. Maybe not. No, on page 251, go to Think E. We are ready for that. And remember, we've been learning about prepositional phrases. And remember, prepositional phrase begins with a preposition, ends with a noun, which is called the object of the preposition. Today you're going to be reviewing just a little bit of adjectives and adverbs, how words are used as an adjective or adverb. Think A, you're going to be answering some questions about the little poem called Fog. The first question is, in which prepositional phrase does Carl Sandburg tell how the fog moves in? Okay, the fog moves in where? The fog sits where? It says how. How the fog moves in. How does the fog sit and where the fog looks? Question 2 says, what part of speech is the last word in the poem? The last word of the poem is on. What part of speech is on? Remember, on can be an adverb and it can be a preposition. Remember, in order for it to be a preposition, you have to have a prepositional phrase, okay? So, number 2 says, what part of speech is the word on? If you go down to Think F, it says this poem contains 7 prepositional phrases. Underline each phrase. Make sure you count them, make sure you have all of them. But it's not hard. There's 7 of them in there. Find them. Remember G? This is bringing up a little bit of things that you've already done. Finding the correct form of the adjective or adverb in the parentheses. Number 1 says, of our 5-star athletes, Alexander is the good, better, or best. Remember the clue that you need to know when you figure out which word to use. You've got the, I can't think of the first word. You've got the comparative, and you've got the superlative, oh man. It's too late in the day, guys. I'm supposed to be thinking about this and I'm forgetting what it's called. The positive and the comparative and the superlative degree. So, you have to figure out, remember, when it's 1 or 2 people, you use the comparative degree. When it's 3 or more, you use the superlative degree. So this says of our, how many star athletes? 5. Which degree do we need to use? Number 2, in basketball and soccer, he runs fast than any other class member. Do you say fast? Do you say faster or fastest? You're going to do that for those 3 questions. Right H says write 3 sentences on notebook paper. Okay, again, you need to make some sentences. Send it along with your language book when you send your books back. You need to use the word inside as an adverb, an adjective, and a preposition. Remember, when you use it as an adverb, you would say, we are going inside. And don't you use these sentences. Or you could say, we went inside the boat. That's a preposition. Or you could say, the inside passage was really creepy. That's an adjective. You need 3 sentences. Use 3 different ways. The word inside, use 3 different ways. All right, your page 252, lesson 161 again. You have 1 more page. There's no writing. It's all just showing you ways that sometimes prepositions are used as in an error. And I'll go over a few of them. You guys can read. You guys can read this page just fine. Writers understand the importance of knowing the right word to use. The following list gives you valuable information that will help you know and use the right words. What they're telling you is they're going to give you the definition of the word beside or besides. Beside means you're up next to somebody. If you say besides, that means in addition to. Like, I like apples besides pears. That makes sense, Cody? I like apples. I may not have used that right, but it means in addition to. They use the example, he has other shoes besides those he is wearing. Between and among, it sounds like it should mean the same thing. If somebody's between somebody, they're among that. But it has two different definitions. Between refers to two people or things. Among is in reference to more than two. I am in between Delcy and Emily, but I am among the girls. So that could be, that's more than two. The words except and accept. They're said the same, but they are not spelled the same. Accept and accept. Actually, I would go to town except we're not supposed to right now. Or I will accept the coffee drink you bring to my house. The words in and into, the words of and have, to and, they all have different meanings. Read them, because this crazy video cuts me off and doesn't let me do very long videos, so I have to talk fast and I'm making it too long. Anyway, down the brown box on the bottom of the page, read about it. It's talking about the word like, and a lot of us use the word like too often. You know, I'm just kind of like, like we didn't go there yesterday, but like, you get the point. They tell you, don't use it as a filler in conversation, they tell us. They're kind of bossy. Anyway, that's all for today. Have a lovely day.